Hi everyone. I want to start with a claim that every child or person, man, woman, walking that you see in the street is a result of some form of a sexual harassment. That is because when their parents were on their first date, probably the man did not want to ask, "Do you want to give me a kiss?" because it would kill the romance. So he probably swiped the wife with his hand and gave her a kiss, something which people would think very heroic. But in our day and age, this is considered, without asking a person verbally, in the hashtag #MeToo, that is considered some form of a sexual harassment. And it's a very troubling thing because you do not know what the person is thinking when you're looking at the person. Even if the lady's smiling, if the lady's even like going close, that doesn't necessarily mean she's interested in a kiss. You're reading her mind, you're thinking she is, but you don't really know that that's what she wants. And so without asking verbally, is it okay to give you a kiss, the person is probably going to some extent to the form of sexual harassment. And this is a paradox: either kill a romance or give a kiss without asking. And that brings me to discuss even another topic about consensuality that is troubling. And what it is the following thing: that the hashtag #MeToo, there's in that entire social phenomenon, there have been a lot of court cases in which women, mostly women, have been going to court and saying that that person advanced, that particular person advanced them with a sexual harassment in an undesired way. And we see that, for instance, a woman would probably most of the time have a preference. If the lady, for instance, sitting in a bar, likes a guy with tall guy with black hairs, and she doesn't like redheads, and a tall guy with black hairs comes and says, "Hey, do you want to have sex with me?" She would probably see it as some kind of a compliment, and maybe would even consent to that. Whereas if a redhead would tell her the same exact words, she would probably go to the security guard and complain, "Hey, this guy just asked me for sex." So I believe that the fact that, for instance, she would consent to the tall guy with the black hairs, I personally think that that shows that in the court of law, for instance, if someone steals an apple from a store, either he steals it or he doesn't. If there's a camera and there's evidence that he stole it, then he's guilty. But in the case of that lady, she has a particular emotions in her mind that trigger attraction. It's such a complex thing and subjective thing, and anything that she would interpret, if any advancement by a guy that she would interpret, she would completely interpret that by what she prefers, what she doesn't prefer, what she ate for breakfast, what she didn't, what's her mood. And in this, of course, in the case of the guy with a tall guy with black hair that she likes. And I feel that that is very, very troubling from an objective perspective, therefore, it's a subject for a lot of philosophical and psychological thought. I would probably want to finish with a suggestion, a way that a fun way of going around or actually resolving the issue of consensuality, which is truth or dare, in which either a man or a woman just submit their consensuality by saying "dare," and then I think it's the only probably way that out of this paradox. Anyway, thank you for listening.